This is an educational podcast, or EduCast, created by Jim House, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Communication Arts Technology at Allegheny College of Maryland. For more information about Allegheny College of Maryland, please visit us on the web at allegheny.edu. Whether you realize it or not, you already know a lot about computers. You've picked up information from commercials and magazine articles, from books and movies, from conversations and correspondence, perhaps even from using your own computer to try to figure out why it doesn't always work. This podcast provides an overview that's designed to help you start organizing what you know about computers, give you a basic understanding of how computers work, and get you up to speed with the basic computer vocabulary. The word computer has been part of the English language since 1646, but if you look in a dictionary printed before 1940, you might be surprised to find a computer defined as a person who performs calculations. Prior to 1940, machines designed to perform calculations were referred to as calculators and tabulators, not computers. The modern definition and use of the term computer emerged in the 1940s when the first electronic computing devices were developed. Most people can formulate a mental picture of a computer, but computers do so many things and come in such a variety of shapes and sizes that it might seem difficult to distill their common characteristics into an all-purpose definition. At its core, a computer is a device that accepts input, processes data, stores data, and produces output, all according to a series of stored instructions. Computer input is whatever is typed, submitted, or transmitted to a computer system. Input can be supplied by a person, by the environment, or by another computer. Examples of the kinds of input that a computer can accept include words and symbols in a document, numbers for a calculation, pictures, temperatures from a thermostat, audio signals from a microphone, and instructions from a computer program. An input device such as a keyboard or mouse gathers input and transforms it into a series of electronic signals for the computer to store and manipulate. In the context of computing, data refers to the symbols that represent facts, objects, and ideas. Computers manipulate data in many ways, and this manipulation is called processing. The series of instructions that tell a computer how to carry out processing tasks is referred to as a computer program or simply a program. These programs form the software that sets up the computer to do a specific task. Some of the ways that a computer can process data include performing calculations, sorting lists of words or numbers, modifying documents and pictures, and drawing graphs. In a computer, most processing takes place in a component called the Central Processing Unit, or CPU, which is sometimes described as the computer's brain. A computer stores data so it will be available for processing. Most computers have more than one location for storing data depending on how the data is being used. Memory is an area of the computer that temporarily holds data waiting to be processed, stored, or output. Storage is the area where data can be left on a permanent basis when it's not immediately needed for processing. Output is the result produced by a computer. Some examples of computer output include reports, documents, music, graphs, and pictures. An output device displays, prints, or transmits the results of the processing. To reflect today's computer technology, the following categories may be more appropriate in their descriptions: personal computers, handheld computers, workstations, video game consoles, mainframes, supercomputers, and servers. So what is a personal computer? A personal computer is a type of microcomputer designed to meet the computing needs of an individual. It typically provides access to a wide variety of computing applications such as word processing, photo editing, email, and internet access. Personal computers are available as desktop computers, notebook computers, or tablet computers. A desktop computer fits on a desk and runs on power from an electrical wall outlet. A desktop computer's keyboard is typically a separate component connected to the main unit by a cable. The main unit can be housed in a vertical case or a horizontal one. The vertical case is sometimes placed on the floor in a cubbyhole beneath the desk. The horizontal case can be placed under the display to reduce the computer's footprint on the desk. The first personal computers were desktop models, and this style remains popular today for offices, schools, and homes. Because their components can be manufactured economically, desktop computers typically provide the most computing power for your dollar. The price of an entry-level desktop computer may start at, say, $500 or less, but most consumers select more powerful models that cost between $1,000 to $1,200. So how does a notebook computer differ from a desktop? A notebook computer, also referred to as a laptop, is a small, lightweight personal computer that incorporates screen, keyboard, storage, and processing components into a single portable unit. Notebook computers can run on power supplied by an electrical outlet or a battery. These portable computers are ideal for mobile users because they are easy to carry and can be used outdoors, in airports, and in classrooms without the need for a nearby electrical outlet. Notebook computers cost a bit more than, say, a typical desktop computer with similar computing powers and storage capacity. The price of an entry-level notebook computer starts at, say, about $700, but consumers often spend between $1,000 and $1,500 to get the performance they want. A tablet computer is a portable computing device featuring a touch-sensitive screen that can be used as a writing or drawing pad. A slate tablet configuration lacks a keyboard and resembles a high-tech clipboard. A convertible tablet computer is constructed like a notebook computer, but the screen folds face up over the keyboard to provide a horizontal writing surface. Tablet computers shine for applications that involve handwritten input, and many experts believe that they might replace notebook computers when the prices fall to equivalent levels. Since tablet computers were first introduced in the year 2002, their prices remained high, starting at about $1,200 but more typically costing between $2,000 and $2,500. A handheld computer such as a Palm, an iPad, or Pocket PC features a small keyboard or touch-sensitive screen and is designed to fit into a pocket, run on batteries, and be used while you're holding it. Also called a PDA, or Personal Digital Assistant, a computer in this category can be used as an electronic appointment book, address book, calculator, and notepad. Inexpensive add-ons make it possible to send and receive email, use maps and global positioning to get directions and synchronize information with a personal computer. PDAs and smart cell phones are converging into a single handheld technology that provides keypad input, color screen, digital camera, PDA software, voice communications, text messaging, web browsing, and email. PDA and smartphone prices start below $100 and range up to $700 for a model with a color screen and integrated cellular phone. With its slow processing speed and small screen, a handheld computer is not powerful enough to handle many of the tasks that can be accomplished by desktop, notebook, and tablet personal computers. Yet, handhelds provide important computing and communication functions in a mobile package. The term workstation has generally two meanings. Computers advertised as workstations are usually powerful desktop computers designed for specialized tasks. A workstation can tackle tasks that require a lot of processing speed, such as medical imaging and computer-aided design. Some workstations contain more than one microprocessor, and most have circuitry specially designed for creating and displaying three-dimensional animated graphics. Workstation prices range from $3,000 to $20,000. Because of its cost, a workstation is often dedicated to design tasks, but it is not used for typical microcomputer applications such as word processing, photo editing, and accessing the web. A second meaning of the term workstation applies to an ordinary personal computer that is connected to a network. A computer network is two or more computers and/or other devices connected for the purpose of sharing data, programs, and hardware. A LAN, or local area network, is simply a computer network located with a limited geographical area, such as a school computer lab or small business. Many people ask, is a PlayStation a computer? Well, video game consoles such as Nintendo's GameCube or Sony's PlayStation is a computer, but video game consoles have not been considered a computer category because of their history as dedicated game devices that connect to a TV and provide only a pair of joysticks for input. However, today's video game consoles contain microprocessors that are equivalent to any found in fast personal computers, and they are equipped to produce graphics that rival those on sophisticated workstations. Add-ons such as keyboards, DVD players, and internet access make it possible to use a video game console to watch DVD movies, send and receive email, and participate in online activities such as multiplayer games. As with handheld computers, video game consoles fill a specialized niche and are not considered a replacement for the personal computer. A mainframe computer, or simply called a mainframe, is a large and expensive computer capable of simultaneously processing data for hundreds or even thousands of users. Mainframes are generally used by businesses or governments to provide centralized storage, processing, and management for large amounts of data. Mainframes remain the computer of choice in situations where reliability, data security, and centralized control are necessary. The price of a mainframe computer typically starts at several $100,000 and can easily exceed $1 million. Its main processing circuitry is housed in a closet-sized cabinet, but after large components are added for storage and output, a mainframe can fill a good-sized room. A computer falls into the supercomputer category if it is at the time of construction one of the fastest computers in the world. Because of their speed, supercomputers can tackle complex tasks that just would not be practical for other computers. Common uses for supercomputers include breaking codes, modeling worldwide weather systems, and simulating nuclear explosions. At one time, supercomputer designers focused on building specialized, very fast, and very large CPUs. Today, a supercomputer CPU is constructed from thousands of microprocessors. Approximately 300 of the 500 fastest supercomputers in the world use microcomputer technology. In the computer industry, the term server has several meanings. It can refer to computer hardware, to a specific type of software, or a combination of hardware and software. In any case, the purpose of a server is to serve computers on a network such as an internet or a LAN by supplying them with data. A personal computer workstation, or software that requests data from a server, is referred to as a client. For example, on a network, a server might respond to a client's request for a web page. Another server might handle the steady stream of email that travels among clients from all over the internet. A server might also allow clients with a LAN to share files or access a centralized printer. Remarkably, just about any personal computer, workstation, mainframe, or supercomputer can be configured to perform the work of a server. The fact that I should emphasize in this concept is that servers do not require a specific type of hardware. Nonetheless, computer manufacturers categorize some of their computers as servers because they are specially suited for storing and distributing data on a network. Despite impressive performance on server-related tasks, these machines do not include features such as sound cards, DVD players, and other fun accessories consumers would expect on their desktop computers. Most consumers would not want to buy a server to replace a desktop computer. The term computer system usually refers to a computer and all the input and output and storage devices that are connected to it. At the core of a personal computer system is the desktop, notebook, or tablet computer. Despite cosmetic differences among personal computers, a personal computer system usually includes the following equipment. A system unit. The system unit is the case that holds the main circuit boards, microprocessor, power supply, and storage devices. The system unit for a notebook computer holds in a built-in keyboard and speakers as well. The display device. Most desktop computers use a separate monitor as a display device, whereas notebook computers use a flat panel or LCD, liquid crystal display screen, attached to the system unit. Most computers also are equipped with a keyboard as the primary input device. A mouse is an input device designed to manipulate on-screen graphical objects and controls. A hard disk drive can store billions of characters of data. It is usually mounted inside the computer system unit. A small external light indicates when the drive is reading or writing data. A CD drive is a storage device that uses laser technology to work with data on the computer or audio CDs. A DVD drive can work with the data on computer CDs, audio CDs, computer DVDs, or DVD movie discs. Some CD and DVD drives are classified as read-only devices that cannot be used to write data onto the discs. They are typically used to access data from commercial software, music and movie CDs, or DVDs. Writable CD and DVD drives, however, can be used to store and access data. A floppy disk drive is a storage device that reads and writes data on floppy disks. Desktop computers have a rudimentary built-in speaker that's most likely limited to playing beeps. A small circuit board called a sound card is required for high-quality music, narration, and sound effects. A desktop computer sound card sends signals to external speakers. A notebook sound card sends signals to speakers that are built into the notebook system unit. Many personal computer systems also include a built-in modem that can be used to establish an internet connection using standard telephone line. A network card is used to connect a computer to a network or cable internet connection. A computer printer is an output device that produces computer-generated text or graphical images on paper. The term peripheral device designates equipment that might be added to a computer system to enhance its functionality. Popular peripheral devices include such things as printers, digital cameras, scanners, joysticks, and graphics tablets. In everyday conversation, people use the terms data and information interchangeably. Nevertheless, some computer professionals make a distinction between the two terms. They define data as the symbols that represent people, events, and things and ideas. Data becomes information when it's presented in a format that people can understand and use. Most computers store data in a digital format as a series of ones and zeros. Each one or zero is called a bit. 8 bits is called a byte, and are used to represent one character, a letter, number, or punctuation mark. As a rule of thumb, remember that technically speaking, data is being used by computers. Information is being used by humans. The bits and bytes that a computer stores are referred to as data. The words, numbers, and graphics displayed for people are referred to as information. A computer file, usually referred to as simply a file, is a named collection of data that exists on a storage medium such as a hard disk, floppy disk, or CD. Although all files contain data, some files are classified as data files, whereas other files are classified as executable files. A data file contains data that can be processed. The text for a document, the numbers for a calculation, the specifics for a graph, the frames of a video, the contents of a web page, or notes of a musical passage, for example. An executable file contains the programs or instructions that tell the computer how to perform a specific task. For example, the word processing program that tells your computer how to display and print text is stored as an executable file. You can think of data files as passive. The data does not instruct the computer to do anything. However, executable files are active, which means the instructions stored in the file cause the computer to carry out some action. Every file has a file name, which often provides a clue to its contents. A file may also have a file extension, sometimes referred to as a file name extension, but further describes the file's contents. For example, in pbrush.exe, pbrush is the file name and exe is the file extension. As you can see, the file name is separated from the extension by a period, also called a dot. To tell someone the name of the pbrush.exe, you would say pbrush.exe. Executable files typically have .exe extensions, while data files have a variety of extensions such as .bmp or .tif for a graphic, .mid for synthesized music, or .htm for a web page. A computer can be applied to many tasks such as writing, number crunching, video editing, and online shopping. Application software is a set of computer programs that helps a person carry out a specific task. Word processing software, for example, helps people create, edit, and print documents. Personal finance software helps people keep track of their money and investments. Video editing software helps people create and edit home movies, and even some professional films. An operating system is essentially the master controller for all activities that takes place within a computer. Operating systems are classified as system software, not application software, because their primary purpose is to help the computer system monitor itself in order to function efficiently. Unlike application software, an operating system does not directly help people perform application-specific tasks, such as word processing. People do, however, interact with the operating system for certain operational and storage tasks, such as starting programs and locating data files. Some of the more popular personal computer operating systems include Microsoft Windows and Mac OS. Microsoft Windows Mobile and Palm OS control most handheld computers. Linux and Unix are popular operating systems for servers. Microsoft Windows, usually referred to as Windows, is the most widely used operating system for personal computers. The Windows operating system displays on-screen controls designed to be manipulated by a mouse. The term Windows software refers to any application software designed to run on computers that use Microsoft Windows operating system. A program called Microsoft Word for Windows is an example of a word processing program application software that is referred to as Windows software. Computers operate essentially in the same way are said to be compatible. Two of the most important factors that influence compatibility and define a computer's platform are the microprocessor and the operating system. Today, two of the most popular personal computer platforms are PCs and Macs. PCs are based on the design for one of the first personal computer superstars, the IBM PC. The great-grandchildren of the IBM PC are on computer store shelves today. A huge selection of personal computer brands and models manufactured by companies such as IBM, Hewlett-Packard, Toshiba, Dell, and Gateway. The Windows operating system was designed specifically for these personal computers, and therefore the PC platform is sometimes called the Windows platform. Macs are based on a proprietary design for a personal computer called the Macintosh, manufactured almost exclusively by Apple Computer. The stylish iMac is one of the Apple's most popular computers, and like other computers in the Mac platform, it uses Mac OS as its operating system. The PC and Mac platforms are not compatible because their microprocessors and operating systems differ. Consequently, application software designed for Macs does not typically work with PCs and vice versa. So when shopping for new software, it's important to read the package to make sure it's designed to work for your computer platform. This has been an EduCast podcast brought to you by Jim House and Allegheny College of Maryland.